welcome to Michelle's Garden. I'm Michelle. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm getting ready to go up to the garden this morning. Last night we had a severe thunderstorm come through, and I'm sure I got tomatoes falling over, and I was in the middle of working on cleaning up the garden, and at the beginning of my video you saw what it looked like before I started cleaning it up. And I've only gotten halfway through cleaning it, and I'm sure that the storms probably made a mess for me. But I've got sweet potatoes that need to be harvested. I've got peanuts that need to be harvested. I've got a ton more of tomatoes that I need to get out of the garden, and I want to clean it up and get it ready for a fall garden. So we're just going to walk up there and see what the damage is. I've got to take my daughter Sarah and her new baby to the doctor this morning. The baby has to have a hearing test. So I thought I'd get a little bit of footage before I go do that. I got to go down here. Can you see how dark it is? Wait a minute, right there. I got to go downstairs to go outside, so the video might get just a little bit dark. Just to go out to the back door. I gotta get me a pair of shoes on. Let me turn on a little bit of light. Hey, and there was light. I wanted to spend all day yesterday working out in the garden, but we went to a car show called a Soldiers Reunion car show in a nearby town. It comes around every year. They have this car show, and so we went to that. It was a much needed break for us because we work and come home and work some more. Ooh, right out here. And so we went and done that yesterday, and it was nice to get a little bit of a break. My goodness, sweat hit me in the face. So we're gonna walk up here to the garden, guys. I got my coffee cup. It's nice and cool out here this morning. It's nice to have a break in the weather. We've been having some really terrible heat and humidity. It's really fried the garden. Like, my green beans are fried, and I was hoping to get some green beans so that I could do a green bean video for you. But, you know, I might be able to find a farmer's market and get some green beans so I can put up a green bean video for you. So let's walk out to the garden. Here's my sunflowers. They're almost at the end of their life. Falling down, that's something else that I need to be cleaning up. It's really pretty out here today. You can see the fog off the mountains way back there. We have a lovely view out here where we live in the country. If I sit in my living room and look out the window, there's a mountain to look at. If I sit at my kitchen table and look out the back way, there's a mountain to look at. Right there's our muscadine vines. They're going wild and crazy. Well, the garden looks good so far. I've got some tomato plants right here that it's a late bunch of tomatoes, like a succession sowed. That's kind of tongue twisting. And I put tomato cages. I don't like to use tomato cages because they fall over so easily, but these have held up pretty good. There's tons of weeds that I need to get out of the garden. See if I can open this gate without spilling my coffee. So my okra right here is doing so good. I haven't had any okra yet this year. You can see I got a tomato plant there. It's fell over. It's not looking too bad. So here's my green beans. I want you guys to see this. Let me set my coffee down. And I want to show you, this is the second round of green beans that I've planted. And I want you to see the damage on these green beans. I feel like I'm not going to get much of anything off of this. These are called the Royal Burgundy green beans. There's one green bean there, but I mean, look at the damage. And this damage is done by a beetle called a Mexican bean beetle. It is all over these plants. These two, those are yellow wax beans. I'm looking to see if I can find one of these beetles on these plants to show them to you. It almost looks like a ladybug, but it's just, there's one right in there. See if I can get you in there to that one. I don't know if you can see that right there. And they're doing all this damage to my green beans. So I tried re-sowing more green beans. There's one of the plants right there. And what I need to do is I need to come out here and I need to spray some neem oil, which is an organic. There's the peanuts, guys. I did pull this one vine out right here to see if they were ready, and they are. So I do need to pull those out and hang them up to cure. I also re-sowed some green beans right in here, hoping that I can get some green beans. I think these are Blue Lake. There's one coming up right there. So I'm hoping to get a few. I'll take you guys around here and show you the sweet potato patch. It's just unbelievably huge. And I do try to trellis most everything that I can trellis, because my biggest fear of growing something on the ground is that there's going to be a critter in there and I'm going to jump out of my skin if I were to see a critter come crawling out of these. Oh my gosh, the weeds are terrible. If I were to see a critter come out of this patch, I would just probably freak out. But let me show you what this looks like. I mean, this is just one row, and it doesn't do it any justice on this video. But right here is a row where I had cucumbers, and these are almost growing over into another row. These are my watermelon. You can see that it needs to be weeded out. Let's see if I can get on the other side of this sweet potato patch. See, I got some blooms on my watermelons. My goodness, it is just, it's a massive patch. And this is the first time that I've grown sweet potatoes, so I guess I didn't realize they were really going to spread this much. Now, I did try to pull some of this back to see if there's a sweet potato that's ready. See if I can look in here. I don't see anything. I know there was one in here that I pulled back to look at. Well, I don't see it right this minute, but we will get out here together, guys, and dig sweet potatoes. My cantaloupe, they're all burned up. I want to show you, I threw out some seeds right here for asparagus and really didn't think they would do anything. And that's what asparagus looks like. And I will let that grow till next year, because I think I really won't get a harvest off of it for another year or two. Let me show you the tomato plants that the storms have knocked over. Unbelievable. I mean, not only did it knock over the tomato plants, but it took out the fencing that it was on. Wow, must have been a really strong storm last night, because I have all of my tomatoes growing on a trellis, on a cattle panel. So basically the whole cattle panel has just fallen down there. See, it's off of the posts. I like for my rows to be nice and clean, and this is what a storm does. I have a broom, and I'll stand up here and sweep my garden. Always keep all my aisles nice and clean. So that's storm damage, guys. See my pole noodles? Keep my trellis up. That's where I had my cucamelons, and those were not for me. Those cucamelons are these little tiny cucumbers. They're like bite-sized cucumbers that look like a watermelon. And it was my first year growing them, and we didn't like them at all. We didn't like the flavor of them or anything. I spotted a watermelon standing on the other side of my watermelon plants. Let me show you this watermelon. Check that out, my first little tiny watermelon. Oh, I see another one here. Let's see if we can, there's a little baby one. How cool. I think I see another one down here. I have not ever been successful in growing watermelons, so this is exciting to me. I'm hoping to get some watermelons out of this. Well, guys, I'm going to head back in because I need to upload this video, and I need to get ready to take Sarah and the baby to the doctor. I hope you all have a good day, and I'm going to work on getting you up a video on green beans and probably some salsa. I've been canning a lot of salsa. So hope everybody has a great day, and we'll see you again from Michelle's Garden.